sent to Kuwait, and I was there for 2 months doing guard duty, and then after that I started doing convoys in doing Iraq.
Can you tell us about how you got hurt?
Yes. My buddy we were doing about our 4th or 5th convoy, and my friend was driving the truck. He lost control of the truck, and he forgot to turn when we were supposed to, and it got top heavy and the truck flipped.
Did you black out during the accident, or what do you remember about it?
Can I swear on this thing, or should I keep it PC? I remember saying, "Oh shit," and grabbing for the steering wheel to try and have my buddy steer the truck back to where it should have gone. But then I completely blanked out. I don't remember a thing during the whole accident. And then I wake up afterwards, and I know it's the top of our cab because there's a hole where a turret goes, and I remember putting a mesh screen on top to keep the sun from getting too hot in the cab. And my arm was like, I'm like just laying, and I look over, I'm like, oh look, there's a turret. And I just remember seeing like the turret hole there, and I knew it was the top of the cab of our truck. So the cab was upside down, and I was laying on the cab.
Are you still in touch with people you served with?
No, sadly, I am not. I'd like to, but I think some of the guys that I served with might think I'm dead still, because I called a buddy of mine a long time ago, and I called him like, hey man, how you doing? Just checking up and seeing how you're doing. He's like, I thought you were dead. I'm like, no.
What were the conditions like?
Sunny San Diego was really sunny. It was really nice and warm, and during training I went there for the winter months, so it was cooler temperatures. It wasn't too hot for me. I enjoyed it. And then North Carolina was cold and rainy and sleety and rainy. It was kind of miserable there, and there was nothing really around there. Twin Palms was a hot desert, but again I was there in the early spring, or late winter, early spring. So we had the cooler temperatures, but still decently warm enough to where you'd be uncomfortable every once in a while. But then overseas, it was about 110, 120 degrees a day, and maybe, I think, like 80 at night if you're lucky. So it was pretty miserable. But it was a dry heat, so when you sweated, it just like evaporated right away. But we had to drink a lot of water, like at least 3 or 4 liters of water a day.
What did you do to lose the weight in order to join?
I got yelled at a lot. A lot of running and physical activities. Running was the biggest thing for me to work on cardio, so it could get better at just stamina and whatnot. You know, to keep going and like trying to keep the mental blocks from happening. Saying, "Oh, my body's too weak, I can't do this." Or in actuality, your body is too weak, but you still say you gotta push on to make yourself stronger. So.
What was your fitness test like?
The physical fitness test is a 3-part test. You might have to run 3 miles at a minimal time of 28 minutes. This was 10 years ago, so it might have changed. I don't know. 54 crunches in 2 minutes, and then 3 minimum dead hang pull-ups, which means your arms are straight up and down, and you're in a dead hang to pull up to the chin, and then back down again 3 times.
What was the flight like on the way to Kuwait?
The flight?
Mm-hmm.
It was very comfortable. We flew in a civilian plane. It was a double-decker plane. I was 1 seat away from first class. I was like, oh no. But, I mean, I tried to sleep the whole time, and they had in-flight movies and stuff like that, and it was pretty relaxing. It was the only time I ever got to flew with a rifle on a civilian plane. Of course, it was unloaded, but it's still kind of like just that thought of flying on a plane.
What did you miss while away?
American food. Lots of it, like burgers, pizza, you know, like anything you could think of, soda, Doritos, a grilled cheese, you know, bacon, steaks, chicken, you know, because we just had like, we did have good eats, but it was like foreign chow, so we had like, I think egg lamb and goat and camel and whatever the Middle Eastern food was is what we kind of ate. Or we got like a box lunch or like an MRE, which was a meal ready to eat, and then that's very good.
When were you discharged from the Marine Corps?
I was discharged on December 29th, 2005.